Zohar is beyond smoothies, okay? This is like smoothie and Zohar. They don't go to, would you admit that they don't go together? It's like, it doesn't get more pretentious and stupid than that. It's like showing up to receive, like you want to get a donation. Like you go to the mission in Skid Row and you drive up in your Jaguar. It doesn't work, folks. Okay? It doesn't work. All right.
What's the taste differential between kosher frozen yogurt and treif frozen yogurt?
The what?
How much of a taste differential is there? Because a lot of modern Orthodox will eat dairy out. So
you mean just in taste between like something that's really mamish treif and something that's kosher?
As far as frozen yogurt. Because I can't see there being a big taste differential.
It's not going to be a taste differential. I don't think you're even going to taste the difference. The difference is that the big difference when it comes to like ice creams, okay, is not the taste. It's the texture. Because ice creams use what's called a stabilizer, and the greatest stabilizer in the world is gelatin. And gelatin comes from like the hoofs of non-kosher animals, right? It comes from the hoofs and the bones of pigs and non-kosher killed slaughtered cows, right? And you can't eat that. And that crystallizes. That's what gives like the non-kosher ice creams a crystallization. You can taste like it's really crystallized. But when you eat like a kosher ice cream, you're not going to have that because they use like carrageenan gum and guam gum or whatever it's called, guar gum, and it's not as good as the non-kosher. But the actual the flavorings or whatever you want to say, the ingredients, you're not going to taste the difference. The big thing with the frozen yogurt is the culture in the middle. Do you know what they use for the culture for frozen yogurt?
No.
It's called streptococcus. Streptococcus. It's the same bacteria.
I had that once. I was like down for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's the same bacteria that's found in your stomach lining.
Great.
Yeah, and like when people say they have strep throat, that's that bacteria, okay? And it's very good. People say, oh, you have a stomach problems, you should eat some frozen yogurt, and the reason why is you're going to push a lot of streptococcus bacteria into your stomach, and that's to replace what has already been lost, because either you threw up or you had diarrhea or whatever.
How does Rabs know so clearly the difference in taste of kosher versus non-kosher ice cream?
Oh, thank you for asking me that. I used to be a kosher supervisor. And I learned
that was
this.
part of your job. You had to taste
No, I didn't taste it. No, I used to have to know these things, right? So I mean, it's the literature and it's the experience.
He's read books about it.
It's like it's part of the on-the-job training.
Tradition.
It's part of the on-the-job training when you're working as a kosher mashgiach at ice cream places. Like I went to Carnation, Breyers, Dryers, Haagen-Dazs, I can't even remember anymore. Nestle, you name it. I've been to the ice cream places.
You learned this orally from some shiksas you were with.
Basically, because you want to be with them, and and they're going to scratch your back and all that, so you want to have ice cream with them first. Idiot. Okay, go ahead. So what else from the first year? Anything else? Anything you found interesting? We seem to bury the hatchet a couple of times.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got to give you props. You started off what I consider like the most self-centered control freak of all time. And I still think you're extremely self-centered. And I think you're a giant egomaniac. But I got to give him props that he's learning to compromise. And I've seen you demonstrate that you are capable of compromise. And ladies, that's a sign of a guy who would make a good husband, right? Because Levi is as arrogant as he is. He can compromise. But then I read some shit on your blog this week that I just went like, Levi, what the hell are you doing?
Like what?
You trashed women with short hair.
I don't find it sexy. It doesn't attract me, and I don't think most men like it either. And I also don't like pantsuits. I like long hair, and I like women in skirts. I like women to be women, and men to be men.
Okay.
Except I like a woman who'll pick up the check. But that's just temporary cash flow shortage.
Okay, you know what? It's fine that you have like your own particular taste, but why do you have to put it on your blog to repel all the women out there?
Yeah, I heard from some women were very hurt by what I...
Why wouldn't they be?
I just said I don't like short hair. Why would, like, if woman said I don't like a long straggly beard, doesn't matter to me. Like, all these women said, oh yeah, well, we don't find it sexy when guys have long straggly beards. Like, I don't know anyone with a long straggly beard who does it because they think it looks good, because they think it's sexy, or it's good look for them, or it makes them seem more masculine. Everyone I know does it because it's the Jewish way. It's like, we don't do this for, like, artistic reasons. We don't do it as, oh, I'm going to try this new look, and I'm going to grow a beard. It's like we do it because we follow Torah.
Okay. Okay, so that's your excuse with that, right? So that puts them in the position they have to give an excuse why they cut their hair. But the point is, I have my personal preferences when it comes to women and the looks I like, right? But I don't know if I were you, if I'm just going to like put it out there when you're already, like we've discussed, like put yourself in a corner and limited yourself to how many women you can choose from.
Yeah, a lot of women took offense to what I read.
Of course they're going to take offense to that. I was shocked you put it there. I was tempted to write you and go, what the hell are you doing? And I thought, don't do that, Rabs, because you know what he's going to do. He's just going to go, fuck you, I wrote my own blog, and that's just going to put me further in a ditch. I said, Rabs, mind your own business and choose your battles, because the more you talk to this guy, the more you piss him off. So I said, I'm not going to piss him off.
That's true.
So I let the broads come in. I let your broad friends come in and slaughter you.
Yeah.
You know?
But, I mean, there are some women who take offense, but there are a lot of women out there who are just so grateful for the guidance I give them about grooming.
And it's so important.
About dress, about deportment, about their attitude. Because, like, so many women that just have a bad attitude. Like, they're negative and they hustle at men. And yet they tune into my Torah talks and they find out it's a lot better for them, for the world, if they'll have, like, a eager-to-please attitude. Like, a more amenable, friendly, upbeat, inspiring attitude. A lot of women tune in and find, oh, maybe I won't cut my hair and be a bull dyke. Maybe I'll let my hair grow long and I'll enjoy being a woman. It's like, oh, maybe I won't wear pantsuits today. Maybe I'll put on, something feminine, a dress. And, I was going to go to work without makeup on, but I know that Levi likes women to look their best. So I'm going to put a little makeup on, but I'm not going to apply it with a trowel. It's like a lot of women, like, they just slather on the makeup with a trowel and they look like Tammy Faye Baker. That is not good either, ladies. I do not like that. What else don't I like in women? Like, women just, I don't know, they just go off and they get all emotional about things, and it's not fun to be around. And so, like, try to make yourselves amenable and pleasing to men and dress in a feminine way. And, love God and fear God, and that will make, like, a plain woman attractive. Like, don't, like, slut it up and go on slut walks. Like, have you seen any pictures of any hot chicks in a slut walk?
I never heard of a slut walk until I saw it on your Facebook.
All those women I see in slut walks.
I never heard of that term.
It's just not attractive to go out there dressed slutty and angry. Like, angry is not an attractive trait in women unless righteous indignation for a good cause. But these slut walks are not a good cause, so don't go on them. A lot of these angry dykes who go on these slut walks, if they would simply let their hair grow, they would come to love God, to fear God, to dress modestly, to act demurely. And, like, modesty is not just a matter of dress, it's a matter of attitude and deportment. So if they did all these things, they would become attractive and they'd become marriage material. And some guy will marry them, provide for them, take care of them, knock them up, give them kids. So that's why I speak out, because so many women, they just appreciate the guidance.
All right.
And if you, ladies have any, like, particular questions, like, should I go with a sports bra or something more lacy and filmy? Like, should I show up on a date all sweaty? I had this one woman, first date, she biked 7 miles to our lunch. This was not attractive. She was all sweaty.